May 2025, and question number 1 is the diagram represents an atom of an element. Label 3 subatomic particles on the diagram. So the one that is the dark black circles, they are going to be what is this? And cross is, of course, this is an electron, right? Now we
Yes.
have to say, like we have to write about proton and neutron. If we count electron, how many electrons we have in this? One, two, three, four, five. 5 electrons. This is neutral. Every element is neutral. Neutral means what? The number of electrons are equal to number of protons. If I have 5 electrons, so there must be 5 protons. When I'm going to count the dark black circles, they are going to be 5. And if I'm going to count the white circles, they are going to be 6. So 6 means this is not a proton, because
Okay.
in an element we have same number of electron and the same number of proton. So I would say the black circles are proton and the white ones are neutron.
The white ones are neutron.
The white one is neutron and cross is
And the
electron.
crosses are electrons.
So it's so much white ones are neutron, crosses are electrons, and the dark black
Okay.
circle is going to be proton. Label the okay. Use information from the diagram to complete the table for this element. Mass number. We know that mass number is the sum of proton and neutron. So how many protons I have?
One,
How many
two,
protons
three,
I have?
four,
One, two, three,
five,
four, five.
five,
5 proton I have
and
and
six,
6
11.
neutron I have. So it's going to be 11. I'm going to find the group number. Group number can be easily
Five.
identified after looking at the number of outer electron. How many outer electron I have? One, two,
Three.
three.
So it's
So
three.
group number is 3. So group number is 3. And then group number is 3. And
Okay.
then period number. Period number can be easily identified after looking at the total number of shells. So group number means outer electron, or I can say valence electron, and period number means total shells or configuration. So total number of shells are 1, then 2. 2 shells means period number is 2. And then electronic configuration. Electronic configuration means arrangement of electrons in different energy levels. In the first energy level, I have 2 electrons. In the second energy level, I have 3 electrons. So I would write 2, comma 3. That's an electronic configuration. Give the name of this element. I would see the proton number. I would see the total number of protons. That's going to be 5. Then I will go to the periodic table. So for this one, the proton number is 5. Always remember the lower number is the proton number and the upper number is the mass number. If sometime they change the position, so the concept is the smaller number is the proton number and the larger number is the mass number. Whether
All
it's
right.
in the below or whether it's in the like upward position. So we have 5 protons and boron is the one which is having 5 protons. So I would write it's going to be boron. Then
Okay.
a small piece of lithium is added to a trough of water. State 2 observations made when lithium reacts with water. Since lithium is more reactive, it's in group 1, alkali metals. All alkali metals are more reactive. So when lithium reacts with water,
Okay.
So it's going to produce hydrogen gas. Like I mean to say, this is the lithium. When it is the lithium, when it is reacting with water, lithium is solid, water is liquid. When it is reacting with water, lithium is solid, water is liquid. It's going to form lithium hydroxide. It's aqueous solution, like soluble in water, and this is going to be hydrogen gas. So they're asking of hydrogen gas. So in hydrogen gas, there would be effervescence, or I can say bubbling, due to hydrogen gas, effervescence. And um, then the next observation is, as this is the lithium solid, when it would react with
Okay.
water, so initially it was solid. I can see the piece of solid. I can see the piece of lithium in water. When it would react, so the solid is converting into aqueous solution. It means that the solid, the solid disappear. It means that the solid disappear. The solid disappears. Why? Because it is going to form a product and there is no solid in the product side. So when I had solid, so now it disappeared. That's also an observation. We can also write, as this is more reactive, when more reactive species reacts with water, so it will float, it will move randomly in a more stronger manner. That's also an observation. So we have multiple like statements, whether we have effervescence, we may have like solid disappears. I can also write the solid floats on water. When you will see animation in which the lithium would be reacting with water, so you will see lithium would be floating on water as this is more reactive. What are the products of the reaction? As I have written the chemical equation in which the product is lithium hydroxide and hydrogen gas. So lithium hydroxide and hydrogen gas means A is correct. After the reaction is complete, a few drops of universal indicator are added to the solution in the trough. Explain the color and the pH of the solution in the trough. As we know that when lithium has reacted with water, so it is for like it formed lithium hydroxide. We know that all hydroxides are bases. You know, this is going to
Yeah.
be like it's a base, or whenever we add universal indicator in a base, so there is some color change. We must know the color change. Finally, in the presence of base, the universal indicator is blue. You can also write purple. You can also write purple. But by the way, we must know what is the color of universal indicator in acid and what is the color of universal indicator in a base. So since the base is formed, so the color of the solution will be converting into blue, and also the base is being formed. This is group 1 element. Lithium is the group 1 element. All group 1 elements are strong bases. I mean to say strong alkali. So this is of 3 marks. Explain the color and the pH of the solution. So uh, in the product, in the product, alkali is formed. Alkali is formed
Yes. I found then the color changes into like blue purple.
the pH of solution is
Uh,
we have a range. You can also write 11, you can also write 12, you can also write 13, you can also write 14 as this is strong base. So the pH of the solution is 12 and color of the solution will be the solution will be blue. Give the formula of the ion responsible for this pH. One and only OH negative. One and only OH negative. They are asking the formula. They're asking the formula. So lithium hydroxide was the product that was LiOH. So LiOH means Li positive and OH negative. So due to this ion, it becomes alkaline. Due to this ion, the pH is 12. Due to this ion, the color of the solution is blue. So they are asking, give the formula of the ion responsible for this pH. I would write OH negative. Lithium ions can be identified using a flame test. What flame color indicates the presence of lithium ion?
A.
Um, you can also like you have to memorize all the flame tests. So lithium, like the color of lithium is going to be red. It's not A, it's red. It's not lilac color. It's a lithium. Okay, so lithium is red. So like it's not the test of your, I can say, talent. If you have memorized this, so you can answer this. So you have to memorize
Alright.
like the colors of the flame, and also you have to memorize about indicators, including universal indicator. And for any indicator, we must know the color of that indicator in a base and the color of an indicator in an acid. Okay, so this is question number 3. A student uses paper chromatography to investigate the dyes in 5 different inks: V, W, X, Y, and Z. The chromatogram shows the results of the investigation. Explain why the start line on the paper is drawn in pencil rather than in ink. So when you will draw the line with ink, so the ink will dissolve in water. Whatever you have used the solvent, it may be water, it may be something else, or I can say the other possibility, if you have drawn this line with pen, like with pen, with ink, so the line will also travel. So the line will also travel. When the line will also travel, so it would interfere other things. Then in that case, I won't be able to identify whether the sample is being moved or the line is being moved. The dot, like the spots that I can see, is due to your sample or is due to your line, whether the line is moving. That's the reason we always draw the line with pencil. So this is of 2 marks. So I would say uh, whether you can write in like in the favor of this, or whether you can like you can go against, like I mean to say why the paper is drawn, why the start line on the paper is drawn in pencil. So I would say pencil would not
Uh, when the start line is made out of pen, it will
dissolve
interfere with the. Mm,
you're going to write when the line is drawn with ink, so the line would dissolve in water. So the ink will dissolve in water. Or I'm writing pencil would not dissolve in water. So the same thing. They have not mentioned what the solvent they are using. So I'm not supposed to write water. I'm supposed to write solvent. I'm supposed to write solvent.
All right.
Number one. Number two, number two, if the line would be moving as the line is drawn with ink, they are saying if the line is drawn with ink, so the line with move, so the line will move. If you remember, we used to calculate the RF value. You know what's the formula for RF value? Distance of a spot, distance of a spot
Divided by
divided by the distance of
distance,
solvent front.
the distance moved by the
The total,
spot divided by
the
distance
total.
moved by the line.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yep. Yes. So if the line will be moving, so how then you calculate the RF value? Isn't it? That's the point. If the line is not fixed, how can I put the ruler? How can I take the value? How can I measure the distance? That's also the point. So this of 2 marks. Why the chart line on the paper is drawn in pencil rather than in ink? I have written the first point. Pencil would not dissolve in solvent, or I can say um, and RF value, or as I am in a favor of pencil, I am saying pencil would not dissolve in solvent. So I'm going to write pencil would not, pencil would not produce a spot, pencil would not produce a spot, as this is insoluble in water, of course. So would not produce a spot on a chromatogram.
Okay.
As a result, with the results, explain which two inks contain the dyes that is most soluble in the solvent. Those dyes are more soluble in water, which have traveled more. Which have traveled more. Remember, which have traveled more. So, um, so what is that? They're asking explain which two inks contain the dyes that is most soluble in the solvent. So I would say X and Z. You know why? This is X. It's moving a lot. This is Y. It's moving a lot. So there are only two spots which have traveled more. Why? Because they are more soluble in the solvent. So, okay, that's of 2 marks. I would write X and Z. X and Z as they, or I can say X and Z have traveled, as Z have traveled more. So, okay, the same thing. Explain how the chromatogram shows that W contains only one dye and V may contain more than one dye. So W contain only one die because it has only one spot. Because it has only one spot. Or or they are asking we maybe may contain more than one die. So this is V. This is V. So I can write why there is no spot with V. What's the reason? As this is insoluble, that's why it has not traveled. That's the solvent, right? Everything is moving with the solvent. Why? Because they are soluble in that
Sir, can you give
solvent.
me five
But
minutes?
if, sorry,
Can you give me 3 minutes? I have to go to the washroom.
yeah, okay.
I'm back.
Okay. So explain how the chromatogram shows that W contains only one die, V may contain more than one die. W contain only one die because it has only one spot. By the way, X contain more than one die because it has two spots, it has three spots, it has one, two, three, four spots. But why V doesn't have any spot? Might be possible that's insoluble in that solvent, of course. When something is insoluble in the solvent, so it means that it's not going to produce any sort of spot. So it's of 3 marks. I would say um, W contain W contain only one die as it produced only one spot. Number one, V is insoluble in that solvent and we may contain we may contain more than one die we may contain more than one die as it is not
Because it's not soluble in the
moved
solvent.
from the baseline.
Yes.
Calculate the RF value for the die in W. Give your answer to two significant figures. I have to calculate the RF value for W. So that's the ruler, or WWW is this one. So the distance for W is going to be 2.1 then 2. So 2.1 then 2.2. Let's say this is 2.3. That's going to be 2.3. Or okay. So RF is equal to 2.2 distance of spot divided by I'm going to write measurement of spot is 2.2 centimeter. And what's the measurement of, why I'm writing this is 4 marks. That's why. Measurement of solvent float is, let me calculate the distance. So it's around 6.9. 6.9 centimeter, right? So now I'm going to put it in the formula. Can you tell me
Yeah.
what's the answer after dividing this?
0.31884058.
0.
0.3132. 0.32.
Okay. RF has no unit. RF has no unit. Why? Because this is centimeter, this is centimeter. They are going to cancel each other. As a result, RF has no unit. Calcium phosphate is an ionic compound with the formula this one. What is the total number of atoms in the formula of calcium phosphate? Atoms. They are not asking elements. If they would be asking elements, I would be writing calcium is one element, phosphate is one element, and oxygen is the one element. So the total element is going to be 3. They are asking atoms. I have to count each and everything. How many calcium I have? I would write 3. How many phosphate I have? I would, because in the bracket, with the bracket there is 2. So 2 is applied on everything. Like phosphorus is 2 and oxygen is 4. 4 into 2 is 8. So oxygen is 8. Now I'm going to add them together. 8 plus 2 is 10. 10 plus 3 is 13. So the answer is going to be C. Are you getting my point?
Yes,
Yep.
sir.
Okay. So now they are saying what are the correct charges on the ions in a calcium phosphate? Since calcium is in group 2, so the charge is plus 2, plus 2, plus 2. We have two options, A and B. Phosphate, phosphate. Whenever we write the formula, So we swap the charges. This is the charge for phosphate and this is the charge for calcium. Calcium is +2, phosphate is -3. So I would write answer is B. Calculate the relative formula mass of calcium phosphate. Calcium is 40, if you can see the periodic table, into 3 plus phosphorus is 31 from the periodic table. Phosphorus is 31 times 2 plus oxygen is 16 and 4 into 2 is going to be 8 and then it's going to be what's the answer?
Um, yeah, I'll calculate it.
Okay. Calcium is 40,
It's 290.
phosphorus is 31, and oxygen is 16.
90.
219. Not 290, 310,
Yeah, 390.
isn't it?
Yes, I said
It's
390.
310.
Yeah.
It's not 390. It's 310.
Oh,
Can you do it again?
all right.
Can you recalculate it? Just
Okay,
confirm this.
I'll recalculate.
Yes, are you getting the same answer?
Yeah.
Okay. Calculate the percentage by mass of calcium in a calcium phosphate. So calcium would be in the numerator. Total would be in denominator. Multiply by 100. Then I would write calcium is 40, phosphorus is 31, oxygen is 16. I'm going to just put all the molecular masses 3 into 40. Overall
All
mass
right.
is 310 times 100. What's the answer?
All right. What's the next step?
What's the answer? 3 into
3
40 divided by
into.
310 multiplied by 100.
I will calculate.
Are you getting 39% or something else? Just confirm.
Again, 38.7%.
Okay, so round it into 39%. Calcium hydroxide can react with phosphoric acid to form calcium phosphate. Complete the equation for this reaction. Um, 3 calcium on the product side. I'm supposed to write 3 over there. Or how many phosphorus I have? 2. I'm supposed to. Now I have to see how many hydrogens I have. 3 into 2 is 6. 3 into 2 is 6. 6 plus 6 is 12. This is 2. So I'm going to write 6 over there. It would gonna be 6 into 2 is 12. So hydrogens are balanced. Now I can see oxygen. Are they balanced or not? 2 into 4 oxygen, 8 oxygen. And 3 into 2 is 6. 6 plus 8 is going to be 14. And 6 ones are 6. 2 fours are 8. 8 plus 6 is 14. Oxygen is balanced. Hydrogen is balanced. Calcium is balanced. Phosphorus is balanced. That's your balanced chemical equation, right? Okay, got it?
Yeah.
Okay.